3 classes maximum.
Ma'am,
Right.
on.
Let me start with strategic management. Strategic management. Whenever we say something as management, what do you mean by management? What do you mean by management? Tell me, from the fourth bench, can I get answer for the term management? What is management? Managing something is called management, right? Managing students or managing some system or managing any particular procedure, anything you are managing, we call it as a management. Okay? So depends upon what it is going to be managed, it will be named as strategic management, innovation management, library management, hospital management, like managing that particular domain or particular system, particular things, we call it as that, followed by management. So here we are going to see about strategic management, which means managing set of strategies. What for we need to have some strategy. When you consider any organization, they will be having certain goals and objectives. Okay. When you see it is an educational institution, there they need to educate, they need to give a better education to the people. Okay. How many when they are leaving the college at the end of 4th year, how many of them are getting placed? How well they are equipped throughout their 4 years? What are the new technologies they are learning at the time, during this 4 years? Like they will have something. Some other institutions, if you consider, like their way of treating the people or giving the input to the people may be different. Like even in the schools also, if you consider, some schools will be full of academic. Okay, so there won't be any extracurricular activities at all. They will be fully focusing on lot of examinations, and they want to be a state first, and most of the people should be getting a very good organization. So their focus will be of purely academic. When you consider some other schools, their sports will be given much more importance, culturals will be given much more importance. Like their focus, their strategy, their goals and objectives are different. So everything is part of it. Their academic alone is not their main focus. Whereas some schools or some colleges, when you consider, academic is their main focus. Okay? So any organization will be having their own objectives and goals. Some organizations, like within this 5 years, I need to achieve this, or I need to go to this level. So when any company it is started, like they don't worry about to become a unicorn status. They will be like, okay, I am making a profit, I don't risk any loss, this is enough. But some people, some organizations, some startup, if you consider, they will have a objective that within this many years my status should be changed as unicorn. When the status will be changed to unicorn from the startup, certain amount of profit they should reach. Okay, so like that, like even when we consider you also, some people will be aiming to be a topper. Some will be okay if you clear the subject, that's enough. Some for namesake will be coming to the college. Some will be very much attentive, physically as well as mentally attentive to the class. It is all about what is your goal and objective. That is the reason even we used to ask what for you are coming to college. If at all you are coming for learning purpose, your attitude will be different. Or if you are coming for namesake, your attitude will differ from the studious people or the disciplined and attentive people, right? So everybody will be having goals and objectives. Similarly, any organization will be having some goals and objectives. To achieve that goals, to achieve that ambition, to achieve that objective, they will be following certain strategies. They will be following certain strategies. Like again, if you are considering some schools, they want to generate a lot of toppers, state or district level toppers. What do? They will identify the people who are expected to get better score. They will segregate them, and for them they will give additional education, additional training. Like they will be given a lot of practice with various question papers and all. So during before the preparation for the examination will be varying from other students. Okay, so the strategy what do they follow is not just educating everybody. The common education is given for all, and they will be knowing or they will identify some people who will be expected to be a topper. They alone will be given little more exercise. So when you ask the success of that institution, they will say like this only we were training them. That is their strategy. Okay. So the goal is to produce some 10 or 100 district first from their school. That is their goal or objective. To achieve the goal, what are all the steps they followed? Some school, if you consider, for +2, +1, except they will start training or they will start teaching about the +2 subjects. Or they want to crack NEET or JEE, accordingly they will train the people. So they will follow certain strategies, not like other school, quarterly, half-yearly system and all will not be followed. Their kind of education will differ from others. Okay, what you need to understand here is strategy is always to achieve the goal and objective of a person or an organization or any company. Okay, so here there will be a team which will be managing the strategies of an organization. Okay, I am setting these are all the strategies. Then this like we are making academic schedule and all. Okay, so within this time unit 1 must be completed, and from this day to this day that 1 must be completed. Then so if that is the case, we will be able to complete all the 5 units, and we will be able to give some time, and you will be given 2 internal tests, one with only 2 units, other one will be with all 5 units, so that will be a practice for you to appear for your semester examination. That is the strategy we are following. So well in advance, and teachers are given much time to train you well and complete the syllabus. If you talk to other college people and all, definitely they will not complete all the 5 units. Okay, many colleges they will not concentrate on covering all the 5 units. Only 2 or 3 they will do for the rest of the thing. Some are the other practice. That is their strategy. Their goal may be different, but our goal is everybody should get a better percentage. Okay, so we are following this kind of strategy. So to execute this strategy or to manage this strategy, there will be a team of people who will be making a schedule, and that will be implemented by another set of people, and that will be monitored by again some set of people. That is how the execution process will be taken place, or the strategy will be managed by various team of people or a single team of people, but however, okay, so the team which is taking care of making a schedule, monitoring, executing, all will be part of the strategic management. Now clear? Strategic management, but if you read it from your book, it will be a solid statement only, but once you understand what exactly it is, you can read from your book later. Okay, fine. So strategic management is important for the innovation. Like we are going to see it in 2 different tracks, then we are going to combine for the strategic innovation. Okay, so before that we will see about innovation management. Innovation management. As we all know, what is innovation? Innovation is about creating a new product, service, application or a system, or making a significant change on the existing product, system, software, application, service, whatever it may be you consider. Okay, it may be newly created one, or making a change on the existing service, system, process, product, maybe of anything. Okay, that is what is about innovation. To do this, to achieve this again, there will be a team who will be, making a plan for innovation. Okay, that is how, there will be people to do empathy, and another team will be to define the problem, again for ideation, and for brainstorming, testing, after brainstorming, prototyping, testing, then implement. After the implementation, your product should reach to the market, and that needs to be followed up, and if it requires any improvement, because you have to monitor continuously, only then you will be on the market for longer duration. Whether my product is in the same, like if you consider this television programs and all, the TRP rate. Anytime they will continuously monitor that. Anytime the TRP goes down, immediately they will bring some interesting thing in your program so that the rate of rate will be improved. Pass that, Krishna Kumar. Okay. So to bring innovation to any of the product, again we will be following certain things. We need to follow some procedures. Formalized. You need to do a user research and then making a problem statement, generating ideas, making a prototype, testing it, implementing. All those things are there. Okay. Reaching to the market. After reaching the market also, whether it is in the correct position. Suppose people are preferring some other product, competitive product now, I need to make some improvisation on my product. So these things will be taken care by the innovation management because they are completely responsible for the innovation. Okay, fine, because they are the one who will be telling that now the market is requiring this. Okay, so you need to give them product in this manner so that you will be able to get a better profit in the market. In that manner, this team will be suggesting to the organization. That's about innovation management. Next comes to exploring the different categories of innovation. So whether it is a product innovation or it is a service innovation or it is a system innovation, because all the innovation process cannot be saved. If it is a product that involves raw material and a different manpower and you need a manufacturing unit and all those things are there. If it is a service based thing, you are creating a software, you are creating an application, there again even manpower is required, but there won't be any raw material where the knowledge is the raw material. Okay, so using which the service is taken. Suppose you are going to do innovation on a system. Earlier the system was like this, now the system is changed. So you had a class earlier with only 40 minutes. Okay, now it is being changed to 1 hour. Totally it is only of 6 hours. Earlier it was 8 periods. So there was that kind of system. Now it is being changed to this. What was the problem with that and why we go for these kind of decision making and ideation should be different always from the product end. Okay, so depends upon what you are going to innovate. You need to explore the new ideas for it. You need to plan how you are going to do it because all are not same. Okay, next comes to this exploring different categories of innovation where you need to know the different types of innovations. Okay, different types of innovations. So I can say categories of innovation or types of innovation. You must know. We have seen in different way, but by a solid name we are going to see. First, incremental innovation. Incremental innovation. I will give you explanation. I want you to tell me the example for this, boys. Incremental innovation means you have a product. Okay, you have a product and you are adding some features into that gradually. Okay, gradually as and when the requirement changes, you are adding some features. You are adding some functionalities to the existing product. That we call it as the incremental innovation. Can you tell me an example for this? Example? Yes? Evolution of smartphone. Exactly. Not only that, there are so many examples. One of the examples, evolution of smartphone. So every now and then the feature is getting added. Okay, so that is incremental. So gradually, slowly, some features will be added into the existing product. Like you have a vehicle where the fuel tank capacity is only 10 liters, and you feel that for a long drive, not 10 liters are not sufficient. So all other things will be saying the fuel tank is improved. Okay, like gradual changes are done on the existing product. We say it is a incremental. That is also innovation which comes under incremental innovation. Next comes to disruptive innovation. Disruptive innovation. The way the product is already used, the way the product is already done will be changed. Okay, will be changed. Like your restaurant, you go to a restaurant, traditional manner. You go restaurant, have your food, and with the Uber Eats or Swiggy, Zomato, it comes to your thing is the way how it is going to be accessed is getting changed. Okay, so that is about the Ola, Uber, those things are also comes under disruptive innovation. Next comes to architectural innovation. Architectural innovation, that is the technology. Architectural innovation means the technology, the system what you use can be changed. Okay, the technology what we are using can be changed. So earlier we were using this kind of technology. Now it has been changed. It is like that only. Whatever was implemented using COBOL, that is for mathematical applications. Take them also. Go fast.
LHC 2
Yeah, architectural innovation. Now the technology is changed. Like earlier we were using some language to perform something. Now we are using some other language. Okay, we were using C++. Later on, after the Java introduction, we started using Java language. Now we are using Python language for robotic based, AI based programming and all. And that may be changed even in future. Okay, so we had the traditional Windows operating system which was used for the computer. So Apple company introduced iOS. DOS, Apple. For mobile I am saying. DOS is MS, Microsoft. Microsoft only introduced DOS operating system. It is called MS-DOS only. iOS got introduced by Apple. Okay, right? So then, as I had mentioned this also, Nokia was using initially Windows operating system for mobile. I am talking about only smartphone. Okay, so then they tried with the Symbian operating system. Now also they have Symbian, Android, iOS. Some more operating systems are also there. Depends upon the requirement we are using, and that mobile phone itself for what purpose we are using, or iPad, whatever it may be. That is, you use a new technology for the innovation. Already some other technology is used. Now I am using this technology because the speed is very and the compatibility is good, and I am able to do dynamic changes on it. So I go with that. Okay, earlier we had Java only for static web page, but now dynamic web page is possible with the advanced concepts of Java. Okay, fine. So that is called architectural innovation. You use a new technology for the same. That is also innovation only, but it comes under architectural innovation. Next comes to radical innovation. Radical innovation, totally the thing will be new. Totally a new product, a new thing. Like same we can say robotics. For the robot we never had any replacement earlier. We never had anything even as a sample. Okay, so that robotic system is totally a new system to the market. Like that, anything could be which is newly created. It was not at all, I say. You had a traditional television and then we moved on to smart TV. That comes under disruptive. That comes under disruptive. Or it may even be an architectural. The system what has been, the technology what has been used inside is totally changed. Whereas radical, it is not at all available earlier. You are bringing a new system for that. Okay. So this attendance automation, we are taking attendance manually. We will entering the attendance and then from the register we will enter in the Excel sheet and then consolidate and get it. But now it is not required. In the row itself we will mark the attendance. From that we will take the printout as a consolidated attendance. Okay, and you are able to know the attendance then and there. So those things are not incremental, disruptive. Okay, system is there, but the way how we use this only getting changed. Okay, whereas radical is totally and it is not the way we have introduced. Invention, kind of invention. Invention is transformed into innovation when you give a realistic shape for that, when you give an application to that. Okay, so when any invention is directly transformed into innovation, that comes under radical innovation. Clear? Yeah. Next comes to open innovation. Open innovation. So here it is not only a particular people will be doing something. A team of people. Wikipedia. Okay, so anybody can make a change on it. Correct? So they have given a content, or you want to post some content, you want to make some changes, it is possible with the Wikipedia. Linux operating system, it is an open source operating system. Okay, so that was like, you know, anybody they can make a change depending upon their requirement, and then they can use it. Okay, fine. So that's about open innovation. So these are all the types of innovation. Next comes to strategic innovation. Strategic innovation. So we know what is strategy management, what is innovation management. Strategic management will be, creating a set of strategy to achieve the objective and goals of a particular organization. Okay, so they may involve people, all stakeholders. By considering all the factors, they will formulate the strategic management. These are all the things we are going to follow. This is the deadline to complete this. This is the scheduling, everything. What we are going to do, how we are going to do, when we are going to do. Okay, making everything and following the implementing is a task of strategic management. Similarly, innovation. So they will know the market need, market study, and they will see even here the ideas generated and how they are making a prototype, how they are testing it, how they are taking that to the market, and after that what is the feedback from the customer, and again if any other competitive product is launched into the market, and what is the status of our product in the market. All those things will be taken care by the innovation management. Now when we combine strategy of a particular organization, when you are innovating something, we say this is strategic innovation. Okay, it is the innovation. Like many times we say that, you may say that this we are going to implement for the schools or for the road, but when the road itself is not proper to implement your system, it is of no use. Okay, and you want to implement something for our own organization, but our organization goals or the policies or the regulations doesn't support for it. If that is the case, then it is not possible. Okay, though it is an innovation, it has to abide the rules and regulations of the strategic management. In other words, I can say innovation management, strategic management together working. We say it is a strategic innovation. Okay, innovation must satisfy the strategies of the organization, goals and objectives of the organization. Clear? So that's about strategic innovation. So strategic innovation has some characteristics. It requires a few things. Number one, customer focus. As I mentioned, it is a combination of innovation and strategy. So customer focus only is the main thing for the innovation, right? What the customer needs, what the customer expects from our end, that is very important. So this strategic innovation requires to analyze the need of the customer, find out the market strategy or market need. What the customer is nothing but market, or market is nothing but customer. What the market is expecting. Okay, so you have got an idea, but the similar idea is there already. Okay, then if you launch your own product, definitely that will not be a hit one. You will not be able to generate profit out of it. So you have to see that what the market doesn't have, what the market is expecting from the manufacturing, and based on that we should do. So customer focus is very important. A requirement of a strategic innovation. Then it must be a long-term vision. Long-term vision. Okay, so when you do something, it must be there for long term. Like you have to, your vision should be for long. It's not for one semester alone. It's not for 1 year alone. It should be for longer duration. So the innovation, or when you are formulating the strategies, it should be for long term. Okay. So next, systematic approach. Systematic approach. Approach is another requirement of accordingly. Okay, so you need to use only this, now you should use only that. You cannot be, you cannot use some other materials or something else and all. Like for sports players and all, like they should not take any drugs. If it is found out, they will be dismissed totally from that, and their achievements will be disqualified. Okay, because this is what the rule you must follow. No? You must follow that only. You are given 3 months time, within that you have to complete. You have to complete. You are given only 3 hours time to complete your examination. You have to complete within that. Okay, so properly you have to use oracle only you should use. You have to use this that alone. So set up rules and regulations and how we are approaching. It should be always a systematic approach. Okay, fine. Next comes to resource allocation. Resource allocation. So it requires efficient or proper resource allocation. Resource allocation in a sense, it may be money or material or manpower. Okay, so manpower, now the right knowledgeable people should be allocated to a particular project. Okay, so I am good at particular subject, but I am forcibly assigned some other subject which I am not at all familiar. Now I will not be able to give the efficient or effective outcome. Correct? When I am expert on a particular domain now, if I am assigning that particular, if I am assigned to that particular thing, I will be able to train you very, very well. Correct? So you have to see the right knowledge to the right project. Similarly, time. Time required, that much should be given. Or for a particular thing, it requires only less amount of time, but you are given very long time. You are wasting the resource. Okay, so the time, money again. So when you require money, it must be given. Otherwise, again on time you will not be able to deliver the product. So mainly time, money, and the manpower. So manpower is nothing but maybe the physical work is required by the manpower or the knowledge is required by the manpower. Whatever, maybe the right manpower must be given. Okay, not only that, once you have completed the manufacturing thing, that needs to be transported to the selling area. That also should happen on time. So all those, this thing comes under even the systematic approach, but the resource allocation, the right resource must be allocated to the right project on time. Okay, so next comes to risk management. Risk management. So it must be, it requires, or your strategic innovation requires risk management. Some risk we cannot predict. Okay, suddenly some disaster happens. We never expected this COVID-19. Okay, we never expected some floods. Suddenly some risk happens. Everything goes smoothly, but something is happening. How to get recovered from that, or how do you overcome that? Some people will be completely down. After that, they will not be able to proceed. When any risk happens, how do you come out of that? How do you overcome that risk? That also is an important requirement or important characteristics of this. For everything, there must be an alternative. You have to think wide. If it happens, so what will happen? You are giving your online examination. Suddenly when the power goes, you are given only 3 hours time. Okay, in that particular center alone, there is a power problem. You are not able to give the exam. If that is the case, immediately the solution has to be found out. Okay, till exam connect panna mudiyadhu, stop everything. Now it will be a problem for the students as well as the reputation of the organization. Everything will be a problem. When there is any risk, how to overcome that risk also is an important characteristic. And then collaboration. As we all know, always any product will be of multidiscipline product only. So we will be working with various departments. It may be marketing or civil, mechanic, computer science, IT, whatever it may be. You must know to collaborate with other discipline people too. Okay. Suppose you are AP itself, one student from CSE, one from IT, one from EC, one from mechanical arena. Everybody will be having a diverse knowledge. But the diversified knowledge, how you are going to use it. So that happens only when you have collaborated well. So collaboratively, how to work to get a better innovation. That's again important characteristics. Next comes to flexibility. These both are actually interconnected only. Inflexible enough. You must be flexible enough and your product must be flexible enough. Suppose suddenly some scenario is getting changed. Okay, so you are making some product. Okay, suddenly some other requirement comes or something like you plan to produce some 50 products only and you come to know another 20 candidates are in need of that. So you must be able to expand it or some feature you need to reduce from that, some feature you need to add it into that. So your product or the system or the service must be flexible enough to satisfy the users' need. Not only that, even you must be flexible enough to update yourself, adopt others' opinion, and as you are collaborating with others, you must be able to listen them according to them. You must be flexible. Okay. So next comes to continuous improvement. This is the final thing. Okay. Continuous improvement. So you have launched something that has been already in the market. With that we cannot stop because there will be lot of competitors in the market. Okay. As and when that is our very simple example of WhatsApp itself. If the WhatsApp is not getting upgraded, some other software would have come. Correct? So your Instagram or WhatsApp or Facebook, so frequently it is getting upgraded with various features, various advanced features. Okay? Continuous improvement is required. Not only to that, for any product, for a TV from the traditional TV to the smart TV வந்த பிறகு அதுக்கப்புறம் lot of changes, lot of evolution in that. Anything, even see for radical change, radical innovation, I can give one example. Your personal computer, we never had such things, computer at all, but computer introduced பண்ணது is a radical. It was not in the market, it is being introduced. Internet, it was not in the market, it is being introduced. Okay, fine. So continuous improvement is required to stay in the market for long time. As simple as that. Illana some other competitor will come with additional features or functionalities and they will finish your business. Yeah, fine. Next comes to scope of the strategic innovation. What are the scope? What is the scope for your strategic innovation? So these are all characteristics of strategic innovation. Next comes to scope. Scope. So number 1, market research. Market research. Number 2, idea generation. Idea generation. Like you are innovating something, your market research will be given by your strategic innovation because they will be continuously doing research on the market and that will be utilized for the innovation. Our statistics program, based on that you will be able to innovate it. Similarly, idea generation. This idea is already available, this idea is being used by so and so person, so I will be generating a different idea. Okay, so similarly all other things, product development. Your strategic innovation is helping for all these things. That is the understanding. Okay, product development. Next is intellectual property. So this is something new to you. I need to explain. Intellectual property. When you know something is already there in the market, you will not touch that. Correct? You cannot claim that is your own idea. So this intellectual property is something like protecting your own intellectual. You are creating something, you are coming out with an innovative idea which needs to be protected so that others will not use your idea. You may share with some people or you may present, unless and otherwise it is protected, that may be utilized by some other team of people. Okay, so this strategic innovation has the statistics of all the ideas on a particular domain or various domains, so that if your idea is something totally new, you can protect your idea. Intellectual property. Next comes to commercialization. Commercialization. So how do I commercialize my you here now, they say in so and so year, in this particular case, okay, this was a judgment given on this background, on this scenario. By taking that as a reference, and suppose they are giving a different judgment, they take that as a reference, and then here they will take, they will use that for their judgment. So here, when you know how other people are commercializing, how they are marketing their product, how they are reaching to the market, I will be taking a guide. I can take it as it is, or I can use the opposite manner. I can think differently and then use it. So for the commercialization, I get guidance from this. Finally, continuous improvement again. Continuous improvement. When I am very sure that there is no competitor for me in the market, I can be idle for quite some time. When I understand there is a competitor who is going to give me the same kind of product, or in the market அதே மாதிரி ஒரு product வந்துருச்சு அப்படின்னதுமே I have to do improvisation on my product. So for that